We are here representing a group of 5 postgraduate students from the Institute of Rural Management, Anand. We all share a common passion for social entrepreneurship. We have devised a model that we'll be presenting here in front of you called Integrating Rat Pickers through Institutional Setups for Holistic Waste Management. So the problem, as it's needless to say, is waste management, which is something that has come as a result of a increasingly consumerist society. It has given rise to a community of rat pickers who rely solely on the residues of this consumer society, that is the waste that comes out. These rat pickers find value in dumping sites where they pick waste products like plastics, paper, cardboard and what have you, which is done there by workers of the municipal corporation, which they collect in turn from the households. They then sell these small value waste products forward to the kabadiwalas, who then sell it to the recycling units. And that is the current channel of the solid waste management. We find this model, the current existing model, to be to be highly inefficient because the rat pickers receive a very small percentage of the monetary benefit. Moreover, not a lot of the waste is mobilized in the system. It's inefficient, and it also there's no, since the main problem is that there is no waste segregation at source. So the waste mobilized is very little. To counter this, or to set up a system which will counter this, we propose 3 models. 2 of them are enterprise-based, and 1 of them is a policy-level solution. I'll be running you through all those 3 now. The first model that we propose is called the micro-entrepreneurial model for waste management. In this model, our organization will be facilitating the formation of micro-entrepreneurs, identifying them, providing them market linkages, and providing them resources to encourage waste segregation at source. We believe that one of the main reasons why waste segregation at source doesn't happen is because there's no one-stop solution. Incentivizing is one of the probable solutions. Awareness raising is another probable solution, but each case differs as the locality changes and the nature of its owners change. So the micro-entrepreneur will identify the different strategies at the locality level, interact and follow up on a regular basis. The resources we'll be providing the micro-entrepreneur will include rat pickers, 2 dustbins for each of the households for waste segregation, transportation facilities. We'll be providing a warehouse on rent, of course, where the waste will be stored, and from there it will be taken directly to the recycle plants, thus removing the need for the dumping sites that we showed earlier, which create a lot of the health hazards that we face in our society today. We will also provide facilitation in the form of a field executive who will be the point of contact for the rat pickers. Through the micro-entrepreneur, we'll also help him devise new strategies, diversify different strategies, so hopefully we'll be able to come across different solutions. Now, this strategy applies specifically to localities, localities of households, because each locality differs in its nature and requires contextual strategizing and case-to-case solution building. For institutional setups like railway stations, markets, hospitals and industries, such contextualization and case-by-case strategizing is not imperative. Therefore, for such situations, we propose an alternate model, which we call the SHG model, in which we'll be facilitating the setup of self-help groups of rat pickers who will elect amongst themselves a president, a secretary, a treasurer, the entire setup. We'll be providing them the same resources, so they will serve as an independent entrepreneurial unit. Through these resources, they will collect the waste and provide a segregated waste. Self-help groups have been used extensively in rural areas and are a proven method of initiating social development. So this and the previous model would put rat pickers at the center of the monetary and social benefit that will come as a result of the revenue model. Our revenue, of course, will rely on the price of the waste that we'll get from the recycling plants. Another strategy that we propose is called the kiosk-based strategy. This is something that we intend to propose as a policy-level solution. In this, the municipal corporations, through an implementing agency, which could be us, will set up kiosks in slums or communities of rat pickers or any community which is characterized by high infestations of waste. The members of that community, instead of segregating waste at the household, will be encouraged to bring waste from their society and provide the kiosk segregated waste, in return for which they will be provided with individual benefits like reduction in electricity bills, vegetables, ration, grains, or community benefits. For example, if we can set a community target for example, that if you need to get us 500 kgs of waste within this stipulated time period, in return for that we provide them community assets through the revenue that is generated from that waste. That community asset could be any recreational setup or borewells or hand pumps. All of these would require an efficient channel of waste management. The primary segregation in the case of households would be at the household level. In the case where there is a local dumping ground available, there will be secondary segregation there, an optional secondary segregation. The final tertiary treatment will be done at the warehouse, but there will also be processing of high density plastic waste through plastic grinding machines. From this tertiary treatment plant, it will directly be taken. After the tertiary treatment plant, the waste is our responsibility, and this will be sold to the recycling plants for revenue, which will then be distributed among the stakeholders, which include the rack pickers, the micro entrepreneurs, and the field executives.
These are the various stakeholders which are involved in our model. So basically, we are looking for the IIHS and other such organizations to provide us help in developing market linkages, which suppose say airports or railway station where you can find such high density plastics and other plastics of commercial values. One important thing is that this model we are running parallel to the existing kabadiwalas, so we are not interfering with the current value chain, because we are deriving value from the plastics which are basically daily waste. The kabadiwalas generally come on a monthly basis and collect the newspaper and waste, but we are basically collecting the plastic waste from the daily waste which is collected. And NGOs will help us in setting up initially the areas which are located in those areas, will help us initially basically go to those places and build initial contacts. So this is existing timeline wherein we first set up an organization under section 25. We are thinking to set up which would be a non-for-profit enterprise, but it doesn't mean that we won't get profit. The profits which will be generated would be used for the providing healthcare facilities and education to the rack pickers' children. And in the first few months, we would do the basically feasibility study, wherein we would get municipality clearance and develop market linkages, because unless we don't get a market linkage developed, there is no point of going ahead. And after that, we will find people which are basically our rack pickers, the micro entrepreneurs, and the these supervisors, and we basically train them, equip them with the proper knowledge of how to segregate waste and how to handle waste. And later on, with each micro entrepreneur, since he is a local person, we will be working with them with the specific how he can help us in ensuring and creating awareness among his locality only. So right now we are focusing on initially to focus on 3 localities and 1 market area. And then after the implementation, different strategies which we would get, we would take the feedback, and then we would basically, after getting the feedback from them, we would try to expand it and learn from them. So we are thinking to start with such kind of pilot project in which there will be 3 localities and a market area wherein the waste would be collected and taken to the warehouse. These are the financials. So the basic strength of our model is that since we are giving the independence to the micro entrepreneur to basically implement at his own level, and we are basically incentivizing in the way that we are paying the amount. Safe that if we assume the 30 rupees per kg of plastic we are getting, we are paying 20 rupees to the micro entrepreneur, out of which 15 would go to the rack picker and 5 rupees would go to the micro entrepreneur.
For the micro entrepreneur model, the generally accepted solution is persistence. One of the other challenges that we expect are not being able to devise good strategies for waste segregation, which will require us to rework with different localities, and we hope that by diversifying we'll be able to find case-by-case solutions. Thank you very much.